Guys, welcome back to another video. It is your boy Max, and today we're gonna be talking about Splitgate, Arena Reloaded, and a little bit about why I still have faith for this franchise, and why a lot of people just over exaggerate and just like to doom post the heck out of this game, whether that's on Reddit, Twitter, heck, maybe even YouTube. Well, I haven't saw a doom post video besides someone reacting to one, but anyways. This is just basically kind of like the best move they can do because if they chose to go to the Game Awards, it would have not went well for them. I'm as a split quote unquote glazer as we're called now, as a split glazer, I guess. I truly think that would have not went well, but they're doing this like a soft launch, shadow launch type stuff where they're gonna say, hey guys, this is when the game is gonna release, except it's not really a shadow launch though. It's just the way they're approaching it. It's gonna be like a akin to a shadow launch, but it's not really a shadow launch because they're letting us know ahead of time. A shadow launch would be like, oh, the game releases, like the game will release out of nowhere, and then they'll release the trailer on the same day. So pretty much it's kind of just like a soft launch. They're just gonna let the niche community build it up by like the net promoter score. If you don't know what the net promoter score, and basically if you missed on my last Splitgate video, which you probably did, the NPS scores basically is how likely you would recommend Splitgate to a friend, and that's what they're banking on, I believe. And I think it's gonna go well. I mean, it's the same way of how like the Splitgate 1 relaunch in I think 2021 went, and it's just like eventually it built up to a high player count, which was awesome to see. And well, or just the revise on, because I wasn't there, unfortunately. I was still making Pixagon 3D content at that time. So pretty much, and that's another thing I want to write home about too, is that this channel used to be a Pixagon 3D channel, and I used to make PG3D content. So small PG3D content creator, well, ex PG3D content creator, because I no longer make content on the game because the developers became greedy and stuff. That game was basically a reminiscence of an arena shooter, right? Like it had like health pickups, armor pickups, but at the same time it was like one of the most, if not the most popular arena shooter game that was on the mobile market. And that's how I really gained my subscribers, really. And a lot of people like to say, oh, my channel is dead and this and that, but I'm kind of hoping that my channel gets back up with Splitgate. I'm hoping, because I truly think that this is the next game that I'm going to be making content on for the foreseeable future. And I really truly think that Splitgate is not going to be as bad as people think it really is. I don't know, but that's just what I think. I really do love what they're doing with Splitgate Arena Reloaded, basically fusing the best of Splitgate 1 and 2 into the Arena Reloaded. And, bringing back the classic arena shooter feel, which we haven't had that with games. But I'm being honest with you, we haven't had a Quake ever since, I think, Quake Champions and Unreal Tournament. I have no clue what was the last entry of Unreal Tournament, to be honest with you. And Halo has just been down bad for God who knows how long, ever since Bungie, no longer, operate with Halo, and they're doing Destiny now and stuff like that. It's just arena shooters just been diminishing, man. Like I love arcade shooters, Call of Duty, X Defiant when it was still, up and running before UB Slop brought it down and all this and that. But it's just arena shooters, it give me like, I don't know, it's just this vibe that arena shooters give what even arcade shooters don't give that. And I know a lot of people like to say, oh, Splitgate isn't going to survive with the realm of BO7 and, Battlefield 6 and Arc Raiders and all this and that. But people don't realize the competition of those games that you're listing doesn't really make any sense for Splitgate. Like, for example, Black Ops 7, that game is receiving a lot of negativity, and that game is not on like good graces. Now, I will say, if you want to see my opinion about Black Ops 7, I have videos on that. I won't say it on this video, but I do have opinions on BO7 as a game. And also, BF6 is actually a pretty decent game. I still think it's just alright. I don't think that it's like the best game of the world or the best Battlefield game in the world that has ever been released to date, but I do think post-launch is probably going to be really well done, most likely, just like how Battlefield 4 was built up. And Arc Raiders, it's a whole different game, guys. Come on, why are we comparing? Oh my god, it's an extraction shooter. Arc Raiders is an extraction shooter. Come on, guys, we can do better than this. Otherwise, I'd also heard that the final season 9 might be coming out. I think it's in a few months or something. I don't know. I'm like, didn't we just got season 8 not too long ago for the finals? But even the finals doesn't. It's not like the arena shooter that it's not even an arena shooter, to be honest with you. I think it's just like a fast-paced shooter, team-based shooter. That's how I see it. A small-scale team-based shooter, dynasm shooter, whatever Embark uses for that term, dynasm shooter, whatever. I don't know what that even means. I guess it's more dynamic. I don't know. Anyways, Splitgate just gives me something that those games don't. I don't know, and maybe it might be Portals. I really think Portals as a mechanic is not as bad as people make it out to be honest with you. I think Portals is like the easiest. Well, I won't say the easiest. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm about to say something crazy. I will say it is not the hardest. Now, it is one of the most spatially hardest skills or mechanics in a video game, but in terms of just like pure like skill and just like just determination to master said mechanic and like the skill ceiling and the skill gap, it is nowhere near close to Fortnite's and Rocket League's mechanics in terms of that level. Nowhere near. Those games, in my opinion, subjective opinion, I know, crazy, people think opinions are objective fact these days, but I truly think, in my opinion, that compared to those games, Rocket League and Fortnite is more mechanically difficult than Splitgate, especially with smart portaling, which makes it even easier in my opinion. Especially with Fortnite's 90s and high ground retakes and like edit peaks and all this and that, you see people just like editing, like doing like triple edits and all this and that, and with Rocket League's flip resets and also their air dribbles and stuff like that, and other crazy and like breezy flicks and all these other crazy stuff and those and more in Rocket League and others. Guys, those games take, I'm gonna say it, those games take years, hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours to even master those games. Now, to say that Portals take not too long or only just a few hours or even just a week to master is wrong, but compared to those mechanics of those games, Portals are just more easier to get into than those mechanics of the two games that I listed. Now, Portals as a concept will still be niche no matter what. It's a spatial, it's a macro positional mechanic, because it's with spatial awareness. I understand that, and there is a micro positional element to it, which is the speed of how you're portaling, and you can use it as like an offensive tactic to get to triple portal faster than somebody else and like portal flank them. But it's not as bad as people say it. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. And that's pretty much all I gotta say for this video. I think Splitgate Arena Reload is just gonna do just fine. I don't think it's going to be the juggernaut. I don't think it's gonna be the COD killer. It's not even related. Arcade shooters and arena shooters are similar, but it's all about the kills, right? Yeah, duh. But they are still different, a little different. And it's not gonna be the Halo killer. Halo's killing itself, to be honest with you. But guys, we need this. That's all I gotta say. We need this, and I'm also gonna have a video talking about gaming as a whole and why the community needs a new shift. Because I truly think that 1047 Games is really doing all that they can. They've been listening to the community, and I know a lot of people like to use the argument of Monix, they have failed like basically 2 times with the launch and also with the reception of how the back to beta announcement was, with like getting the community to be in their good graces. But I will say it was a good thing that they went back to beta and like getting feedback from like players and stuff, because people don't realize a lot of corporations and studios and publishers wouldn't let or just wouldn't even have like the single thought of doing that. 1047 Games is really special for doing that, and that's what makes them, like, well, to me, one of my favorite studios to ever handle a video game, because they are actually they are just the epitome of what passion is. And I think that's what's missing in the world currently, especially with fictional media and stuff like that. There is no passion. The corporations and publishers are just, they're having too much of a say of like what development studios can do and what they can say, and it makes them turn into. And there's a creator called Lefora, and he's like one of my favorite small creators to watch. And I will say this, he brings up a really good point onto why people have faith in 1047 Games, and that's just because simply they could have done these things. They could have like ridiculed the community, being like, no, it's your guys' fault. Or they could have easily just abandoned the studio, abandoned the project, and just just dip, right? But they just kept on going, and that is why I believe in them. They keep going regardless of all the hate that they're getting, regardless of all the negative consensus about Splitgate 2 or just the Splitgate franchise recently. They are still going. And that is why I'm making this video. And that is why I want to be a Splitgate content creator. Even if I'm a newcomer, I don't care about that. I don't care if I don't have the knowledge of like Yurgi, Code Phoenix, Coma, Zax Max, Machiavelli, or the Splitgate 1 community / players that I've actually encountered while playing Splitgate 2, like Texas Ticker, or anyone else in the community that I probably forgot to name right now that is not really much of a content. They are very active in the community, whether that's in Reddit or maybe you happen to see them on the game, whatever the case may be. I truly think that 1047 is going to be all right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And your boy Monix is out. I gotta go. I gotta flow. Whoa.